Selena Gomez just dropped a bombshell about her touring future that has fans absolutely losing their minds and begging her to hit the road again. In a brand new podcast interview, she revealed the one and only song that could possibly bring her back to the stage after staying away from touring for 8 long years. The shocking confession came during her appearance on Jake Shane's podcast, where Selena opened up about her entire music catalog and dropped some serious truth bombs about her past, present, and future. She's been reflecting on her journey from her early band days with Selena Gomez and the scene all the way to her current solo career, and what she shared will have you rewatching all her old music videos immediately. Selena revealed that out of everything she's ever recorded, there's one song that stands above all the rest when it comes to emotional impact and performance power. That song is Who Says from her band's final album When the Sun Goes Down back in 2011. This track wasn't just another pop song for her. It became something much deeper and more personal than anyone could have imagined when it first hit the charts. Who Says peaked at number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100 in July 2011. But for Selena, the commercial success was nothing compared to what performing this song live meant to her personally. She told Jake Shane that it creates the most powerful moment whenever she gets to perform it, and that feeling is so intense it's literally the only reason she would consider going back on tour again. If you're as shocked as we are by this revelation, make sure to subscribe because this changes everything we thought we knew about her relationship with performing live. The weight of that statement cannot be understated. Selena hasn't toured since 2016, which means she's been away from the touring circuit for 8 years. For an artist of her caliber to stay away from live performances for that long is almost unheard of in the music industry. Most artists rely on touring as their primary source of income and connection with fans, but Selena has deliberately chosen to step back from that world. Her decision to avoid touring hasn't been about lack of demand or opportunity. Fans have been begging for tour announcements for years, and she could easily sell out arenas worldwide if she decided to hit the road again. The fact that she's been so selective about live performances makes her Who Says revelation even more significant because it shows just how much this particular song means to her artistically and personally. During the podcast interview, Selena also acknowledged that performing Who Says today would require some adjustments from her original version. She mentioned that she'd need to take it down an octave from where she sang it years ago if she were to perform it now. This honest admission about how her voice has changed over the years shows her maturity as an artist and her realistic approach to her vocal abilities. The conversation about Who Says also led Selena to consider re-recording the track entirely. She noted that her voice on the original recording sounds young and said she needs to redo it and should recut it. This potential re-recording project could give fans a completely new version of the song that reflects her current vocal style and life experiences. The idea of Selena re-recording Who Says is particularly exciting because it would show the evolution of her artistry over more than a decade. The original version captured her as a young artist finding her voice, while a new version would showcase the seasoned performer and person she's become through all her life experiences, career changes, and personal growth. Selena also shared a deeply personal story about hearing Who Says on the radio during a trip abroad that moved her to tears. She found herself crying to her own song, which initially confused her. But then she realized it was because the lyrics represented messages from her younger self that she still needed to hear as an adult. This emotional connection to her own work demonstrates the lasting impact the song has had on her personal journey. The empowering message of Who Says has clearly remained relevant to Selena throughout different phases of her life. The song deals with themes of self-acceptance, confidence, and rejecting negative voices, which are messages that resonate just as strongly now as they did when she first recorded them over a decade ago. Beyond the Who Says revelation, Selena also opened up about her friendship with Taylor Swift during the same podcast interview. She shared the origin story of their nearly 2-decade friendship, which began after both singers experienced breakups with members of the Jonas Brothers. Selena and Taylor bonded over these shared experiences and have remained close friends through all the ups and downs of their respective careers. She and Taylor like to say the best thing they got out of those relationships was each other, Selena explained to Jake Shane. This quote perfectly captures how sometimes the most unexpected situations can lead to the most important relationships in our lives. What started as shared heartbreak turned into one of the most enduring friendships in the entertainment industry. The timeline of Selena and Taylor's friendship spans 16 years, which means they've been there for each other through teenage heartbreaks, career milestones, personal struggles, and major life changes. They've supported each other through album releases, award shows, relationship challenges, and everything else that comes with growing up in the public eye. Their friendship has become legendary among fans who love seeing genuine connections between celebrities. In an industry known for manufactured relationships and strategic alliances, Selena and Taylor's bond stands out as authentic and long-lasting. They've proven that real friendship can survive fame, busy schedules, and all the pressures that come with being global superstars. The conversation about how early relationships and friendships led to discussions about Selena's current romantic situation with Benny Blanco. She mentioned their recent collaborative work, which has given Selena a different creative outlet than her previous solo work or her time with Selena Gomez and The Scene. This new direction in her artistry shows that fans are embracing her evolution and are excited to see how her relationship influences her music creation process. Selena's reflection on her music catalog during this podcast interview reveals an artist who has gained perspective on her journey and isn't afraid to be honest about her growth and changes. Her willingness to discuss potentially re-recording old songs shows someone who isn't stuck in the past but wants to honor her history while moving forward creatively. The podcast interview has given fans hope that Selena might consider touring again, even if it would be a limited run focused around Who Says. The possibility of seeing her perform this emotionally charged song live has fans already planning hypothetical concert experiences and hoping she'll announce dates soon. Hit that subscribe button now because we'll be following every development in this story and you won't want to miss any updates about potential tour announcements or re-recording projects. Selena's honesty about needing to adjust her vocal approach for current performances shows the kind of self-awareness that comes with experience and maturity. Rather than trying to recreate exactly what she did years ago, she's willing to adapt and evolve her performance style to match who she is today. The emotional connection she maintains with Who Says after all these years speaks to the song's lasting impact, not just on her career but on her personal development. It's rare for artists to have such a strong ongoing relationship with a single track from their catalog, which makes this revelation even more special for fans. Her openness about crying to her own song while traveling abroad shows a vulnerability that fans appreciate. It's refreshing to hear a celebrity admit to being moved by their own work without it sounding egotistical because she framed it as being touched by messages her younger self needed to hear. The podcast interview format allowed Selena to share these intimate details about her music and relationships in a more conversational setting than typical promotional interviews. Jake Shane's approach created space for these deeper revelations about her artistic journey and personal connections. Fans are now analyzing every word of this interview for clues about potential tour announcements or re-recording projects. The music industry and entertainment media are also paying close attention to see if Selena will follow through on her hints about returning to live performance or updating her classic songs. Whether Selena actually moves forward with touring plans or re-recording projects remains to be seen, but this podcast interview has definitely planted seeds that have fans excited about future possibilities.